Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks. Welcome to part 4 of my videos, which is going through my Beatles singles collection. This time we're up to 1968, which is a big year for the Beatles. Launch of their Apple label, new artists appearing on it as well. So look, sit back, grab a cup of tea and just have a peruse through my record collection. Hello. So 1968, big year for the Beatles, as I said. But we'll start off with just the regular releases, really. 68 saw the release of Lady Madonna on the Parlophone label. This is a UK label, with the Inner Light on the B-side. Hopefully it's not too glary. I'm trying my best. Unfortunately it's in front of a window, so when it's bright sunlight it does glare on the sleeves, because I do put them in the plastic protective sleeves. As I said, Lady Madonna, standard Parlophone label, standard Parlophone sleeve. That's the UK release. Our friends over in Scandinavia, with the same catalogue number, R5675, had this beautiful picture sleeve to go with it. Sgt. Pepper style, Strawberry Fields video style photo of the four. Lady Madonna and the Inner Light. Unfortunately I don't have a record to go with this sleeve, so I'm not sure of how the label looks, but it's a nice sleeve. I wish we would have had something in the UK. Over in America, in the US, their picture sleeve for Lady Madonna and the Inner Light is this one. It's the same on both sides, just the Inner Light highlighted more on the B side, and this is the single. It's unfortunately got some writing on it. W. Buck, whoever you are, thank you very much. Lady Madonna on that side, and the Inner Light with the standard capital swirl. Okay, still over in the States on Musicor Records label, we've got this offering from Sound Spectacular. I'll try and show you a bit closer up, hopefully it's not too glary. It is Love in the Open Air, which is the sort of reoccurring theme for the motion picture The Family Way, which Paul wrote the music score for. It's performed by Sound Spectacular. On the B side, it's Carol's theme, The Eyes of Love, from a different film called Banning. But this is really Paul's solo outing as a writer, because it's just labelled as credited to Paul McCartney. It's on the Musicor Records label, and it's Love in the Open Air from the film Family Way. Obviously Paul wrote the entire score for the film. Okay, next we have the very first Apple label offering, and I have to ask myself just how many copies of Hey Jude does a man need? These are standard UK issues. Push out centres. There's nothing unusual about them. As I say, it is the first of the Apple label. So we've got the nice green, dark green apple that we favoured over here, and we've got the sliced apple on the B side. Unfortunately I've got a little bit of writing on the label, but that is the first Apple single. Wasn't listed as Apple 1, it was R5722, but that's the UK version. Just dipping over to the States, I've got two very similar pressings here, with the same style. I don't know why I've got a homemade sleeve. Maybe I'll run out of sleeves, I'll have to get some more. It is exactly the same on both A and B sides. It cost 77 cents, just if you was interested, at the time in America. With a slightly different layout. As you can see, the font is a lot bigger on this one on the left, presumably from a different pressing plant, maybe a different even pressing entirely itself. Okay. Next up, Apple II. This is Mary Hopkin, a non-Beatles artist. However, She did Those Were the Days, and I do believe Paul helped her with some of the back end for it. Apple II, Those Were the Days, backed with Turn, Turn, Turn. Unfortunately, didn't come in a picture sleeve here in the UK, just the standard Apple sleeve, which I don't mind. I think it's quite nice. However, our friends over in, where's this one from? From Germany, I believe. That could be Holland, I believe. Got this nice picture sleeve for Apple II. On the back, it's literally just a die cut hole with a white Apple sleeve, and it's shown on the Parlophone label, even though it's Apple II. It's on the Parlophone label. There we are. So, sticking with Mary Hopkin, Those Were the Days, this is a French copy. So we've got yet again a different picture of Mary on the A side, and then on the reverse side we've got some singles, the Beatles singles there, All You Need Is Love, etc. Then you've got some super singles, super 45s, they're like EPs in France, and then we've got Revolver and Sgt. Pepper listed as the albums there as well. So that's the B-side, and it's on the Odeon label, and that's the French single. That's the B-side. Although it wasn't issued on the Apple label, it says an Apple recording on the label there, and actually on the reverse of the sleeve as well. The sleeve is in lovely condition, a little bit of ring wear, but that won't be happening anymore. Okay, next we have, this one is Spanish of the same single, although not sung in Spanish. It is, the titles are written in Spanish up here, so it's the Spanish translation for Those Were the Days, and it does come on an Apple label like that. As I say, this is the Spanish version, and still on the subject of Those Were the Days, we now have a where's this one? Oh, another Spanish one. Okay, different sleeve. I'll show you the previous Spanish one. Yeah. So both in Spain. Just double checking now, make sure I'm not telling you incorrect. No, they're both Spanish, and again, title in Spanish, but it's sung in English. The reverse is exactly the same as the other one, just a different picture of Mary. Moving on now to Apple III, which is Jackie Lomax. Unfortunately no UK picture sleeve, but it's Sour Milk Sea, which was George's gift to him. Recorded during the Beatles recorded it during the White Album sessions, and you can hear it on the new reissues, where they've incorporated lots of demos and things like that. Then on the back is The Eagle Laughs at You, which was written by Jackie himself. So that's Apple III, Jackie Lomax. Apple IV, and obviously all these four first singles came in a press pack called Our First Four, and they all had, it's quite collectible now, quite fragile. If you come across one, they are very fragile. They came with all four singles and a little write-up about each one. So this was the last one of the four, Thingamy Bob, which written by Lennon McCartney, but never heard a Beatles version of it. So this is Thingamy Bob by the Black Dyke Mills Band. So it's an instrumental, so that's probably why we've never heard the Beatles version. And on the B side we've got Yellow Submarine, which obviously we have heard. So that's Apple IV. I will show you later on a little clip, not a clip, a sleeve of something similar to our first four, but I'll save that to the end because that is the last thing I'm going to show you. Apple 5, moving on, is the Ivies. And now the Ivies were the forerunner of Badfinger, and they changed their name, slight line-up change as well, I believe. So this is Maybe Tomorrow, and the B-side is And Her Daddy's a Millionaire. Apple 5, standard Apple, and a standard sleeve. Okay, now this is the last offering I'm going to show you today, 1968, and I did say I'd show you something relating to our first four, and it's actually an Italian equivalent of our first four. So it comes in this sleeve. Unfortunately mine's a little bit tatty, still has the green wire at the top, but the sleeve opens out. Mary Hopkin, Jackie Lomax, the Ivies, and then it's an interview with George, John, Paul and Ringo. But not only does it open up that way, it also opens up again, which is rather neat. And pictures there showing the 4 different singles. Obviously I've removed the singles from the sleeve just to protect them, and I will show you them now. So notice Hey Jude's not in it. So the first one is Apple II, Those Were the Days. This is the Italian issue, standard sleeve. This is Apple III, Jackie Lomax, Sour Milk Sea, just on a standard label. Now we come on to Maybe Tomorrow, Apple V by the Ivies, and it's on a jukebox. It says edition, a special edition for jukebox. So that's that, and it's like a white label, I suppose, with that Apple there. And then we have here on a white label as well, the interview, and I'm sure if you search YouTube you can find the actual interview, part 1 and part 2. Conversation, interview with the Beatles in Italian there. So there we go. That's 1968 wrapped up for singles. We've still got lots more to go through, and plenty more boxes to have a rummage. So I hope you enjoyed 1968 singles in my collection. There's lots more out there that I haven't got. I by no means claim to be a completist. So I'd love to hear what other things people have got from that era, maybe different picture sleeves, that would be great. But if you do enjoy this channel, I'd really love you to subscribe to it. Just hit the subscribe button at the bottom there, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Spread the word around and share it around, by all means please do. Hope you enjoyed it. My name's Andrew Brooks, and I'll be seeing you for video number 5.